Hey, everybody. Happy Thursday. Yeah, lots of love, Raf. Hey, you guys. All right, who wants to take over the mic today? Because I've got about 5 hours on the schedule of microphone time today. My voice is already intimidated. Oh my God. Anyways, it's always fun. Everything goes fast when you're having a good time. All right, real quick, let's look at the news, see what's up, what's going on. Thursday the 17th. We had news at 8:30, jobless stuff. If you're jobless, learn to day trade. Fuck. We have 8:30, all kinds of news happened, all done. Wow, there's a lot of news at 8:30. Retail. Holy crap. All right, we got something going on at 10. Business inventory is not going to do much. Fed Kugler speech. Housing market index. 10 a.m. That'll be interesting. Things might jump around at 10 a.m. Housing market news. And 1:30 Cook speech. We'll see when we get there. All right, 10 a.m. Just something to watch out for. Housing market stuff. And in any case, the chart looks like a piece of crap again. So the hell with it. The day's over. Once again, there's nothing to do as far as my trading is concerned. But what's on your minds, guys? What do you want to look at? What do you want to talk about before the open? We got about 10 minutes. Any questions, concerns, comments, charts? We got some open time available now.
Hey, good morning, Avi. Yeah, just looking at all the charts. Looks like all the ranges are pretty tight today on all the Mag 7s, the SPY, everything.
Mm-hmm. So what do you do when they're tight?
You walk away and observe.
There you go. Get a motorcycle.
I had one actually, but had my fun with it.
Fair enough. Yeah, there's a good reason why in our Discord we've got all these various games rooms. We can keep ourselves occupied. Poker and shooting, whatever. We got discussions in there, psychology, technical analysis, whatever. Just pop in there and it'll be a better use of your time than watching these candlestick charts this month. What do we got? Raf watching TSM. Maybach get a Rari. Ferrari. Oh man, I was so close to getting a Ferrari this year, and I'm glad I didn't. What a waste. All right, Raf, you're on TSM. Oh, something happened here. It gapped up. Who bought this? Okay, well, it gapped up, massive gap. Again, so this sort of thing will probably have lots of volume, probably a big catalyst, and therefore good for scalping strategies. Leave the levels on there. But primarily you would think about a scalp. What's interesting is it gapped up, it's already pushed down, and ideally it goes back up after that, breaks through 250. That's the fallen angel on a bigger picture. It's already happening. Very interesting. Could happen later. Alexander, what are you saying? When level are too tight, sit on a bike. Yeah. It's another quote for 2025. Harley with a big old muffler on it. Very loud. All right. So TSM has earnings, Raf. Cool. Thank you. Earnings later today. Okay. So definitely in play. You can tell by the price action it's in play. Cool. Keep an eye on that. What else? What else is on your minds?
What do you think of Apple has been putting these weird candles on daily?
Apple's putting weird candles on the daily. I don't look at the daily for a good reason because it puts in weird candles. But this is indecision, basically. It's yeah, just stuck in a range, and you can see these are all indecision candles. There's wicks basically on both sides. It's not making really new highs or new lows. It's stuck within what 216 and 207 ish, and it's not moving. The breakout from there will be a good one. So this is a good little setup for a breakout. Let me see. What's interesting is it started the move on the 18th of June. It's been bullish and it's been consolidating, and it's put in a kind of a bit of a hammer here, not an ideal one, on the 9th of July. With the bottom of the wick, it's got room to the left. So that's a good indication of an ABCD pattern. So the breakout will be the high about 216. Again, this is a swing trading thing. You're looking at a daily chart. If you see this on a 30-minute, you might be interested for a long.
Yeah, that candle on the hammer you're talking about, there's bottom of that been respecting literally to the penny yesterday as well. And yeah, or no, the other one, the hammer right there. Yeah.
There. Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so that's holding that level, 208.63.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you believe in that, okay. I would, on a chart perspective, whatever time frame, I put my stop below the hammer on the 9th of July. So I'd put it at about 207 or so, my stop. And the entry would have been a few days ago at 212-ish. And then wait for the breakout. But you see that on a 30-minute chart, you can day trade that. This is, of course, a bigger picture. But anyways, for a day trading perspective, it's inside a choppy zone. I don't like to touch it. Let's go on a 30-minute and see what it looks like. Yeah, this is that choppy zone it's in right now.
Yeah.
And it has had pops, like even yesterday, it popped and came back 2 days ago. So it popped and came back. So these are difficult things to trade, as in you can't trust the move, right? You got to scalp it all the time. That's what you get in this kind of zone, which, I mean, if you like scalping, sure. But again, I avoid all this stuff. Scalping is just too much effort, not enough reward. I'm sure there's better ways to make money in the market, easier ways to make money. Look at this SPY thing. This range is also super tight. A waste of time. Yeah, Raf, generally 8 a.m. candles are small today, and we've had a lot of days this summer where the 8 a.m. candles are small. It's a good time to visit San Francisco. Not much trading to be done. What do you got, Abhishek? You want to look at NVIDIA? All right, let's look at NVIDIA. What's your question on NVIDIA? Looks similar to Hood or the weekly chart. A V reverse cup with a handle poised for 200 plus. All right, let's look at that. Oddly enough, summertime's a good time to study swing trading if you're into such things. Let's get the data worked out on this quickly. Range. Let's look at 5 years of data on NVIDIA. All right, what do we see? Up. So where it's now, or right now on the weekly chart, it's already on its way. You don't enter on here on a weekly perspective. If you wanted to catch this move, the interesting long would have been 150-ish. That you see this top here, but it's not. Let me see, 153. So it popped. It didn't actually do a good pattern that I would trust. You see, it even put on a lower low here on the second low. It didn't give you a good cup and handle. It's just, yeah, it just diverged basically. It went lower and deeper. This is not something I would trust for a breakout. So it's working so far. But I don't like the setup on a weekly chart. The cup and handle would have been perhaps here. So let's go back. Put the level here, about 140, that high. And you had the cup forming. And when the breakout happened, you would have entered and you would have stopped out fairly quickly. And that's it. Maybe taken 2 attempts, stopped out twice. And that's it. I wouldn't trust it beyond that. This would have been the setup to take because the cup was there and the handle was kind of there too. Actually, would have stopped out once. Would have been the right setup. And after that, because of this deeper low here, I struggle to trust it for the next cup and handle setup. I just wait, let it go, let it run. It'll make another one later at some point. But not something I trust. And again, you have to also, don't forget, look at all kinds of other things, right? This is just a chart pattern on a weekly chart. When you're looking at swing trading stuff, you're looking at earnings reports from the last 12 months and then the quarterly stuff and then the catalyst, and look at its position within the industry and where the industry is within the sector. And all that stuff has to come together before you even think about looking at chart patterns and looking at earnings per share and all those sorts of things, expected earnings. And as far as earnings per share is concerned on Nvidia, I'm sure it's it's in the trillions. I don't even know what it's just unreasonable. So it's not something I would trust for swing trading. Day trading, sure, yeah, options, whatever, no problem. But not swing trading. It would have been okay earlier. I did swing trade this in 2023, I think. That was here. Wow, yeah, down here. All right, anyways, not much for day trading on that one. Again, it also gapped up and pushing down, so the buyers are not in control. And if it goes down, it's going into this choppy zone where it's been the last couple of days. So difficult to trust again. But again, nothing wrong with scalping. Difficult to trust for big moves. Alexander, you're looking at Soun, S-O-U-N, soon, Soun. Ooh, look at that. That looks more interesting. So, yeah, pushed up. Nice little consolidation. Not ideal for the way I like it, but you have the breakout, the retest. It's all happened. The move already happened as well, so I wouldn't trust the retest. So it's already happened, put it that way, on my perspective. But there's other ways to look at it. You can put levels on 30-minute charts and then see what you get. So if you like, this is a top right there, consolidation, breakouts happen, retest, okay. And then where's the next area of resistance? I would think about it up here to begin with, about 1210. So yeah, there's something there to work with. Scalping again. I used to trade like this. Anyways, guys, here comes the market. About to open in 10 seconds. I don't see a setup. I'm just going to leave the SPY open on a different chart on the side. And we'll look at whatever you want to look at. There it is. Market's open. What should we look at? What was it? TSM, I think, was the interesting one. All right, let's look at that. And yeah, nothing here. Nothing here. There goes Sound soon, whatever this is. Straight up. There it goes. Did you already be done with your day? Catching sound right at the open. Boom. Tesla is interesting. Let's look at Tesla for a moment. On a 30-minute perspective, what did it do? Okay, the levels are not useful, but you have this. No, you know what? It's just choppy. Sorry. I thought it was interesting for a moment. Nah, there's nothing in it. Nothing worth looking at. So TSM is super strong. There's a 1-minute ORB ready to go. It looks like there it is. Boom. Someone catch it. But again, if you believe in these Fibonacci levels, you'd struggle to scalp it. If you don't, sure, use moving averages and liquidity and volume to scalp it properly. I mean, that's how you. Those are the things I'd recommend using when you're scalping. Nvidia as well is interesting. Let's look at that.
Man, look at Google. Holy crap.
Google. All right. Look at that too. What happened there? Nvidia 1-minute ORB going down. If you guys like such things. Google. Oops. Google. Oh boy. Straight up, straight down.
Straight up, yeah. When I said it, it was way up at 183. That's crazy.
You see how fast things happen at the open? There's not enough time between getting excited and entering and taking a profit and then closing it green. Things move so fast. It's that's a great example. Just as you said it, it went the other way. Because now you can see how fast and difficult it is to trade the open. And I like to say there's easier ways to make money in the market. There's your ORB going down now on Google. That could be interesting. You got the wicks on the upside, but be careful. 182. Yeah, you'd have to have a wide stop if you had to trade short here. There you go. ORB going down. You'd be scalping it through 180, 150-ish. That's your buyer down there. Even further up, 180, 170-ish. Yeah. 180, 160. Yeah, you'd just be scalping it. There you go. Google catching that ORB. You guys would be out of it already. That's your 2R done. The whole trade's over in about 20 seconds. Pretty cool. I get tempted to trade like this again. I really do. Especially when there's nothing going on my style these days. But that's not right. It's just not right. Let's go back to TSM. We're a few in TSM. There goes ORB down. Man, let's get rid of these levels. It's just in the way. So TSM, you had the ORB level there. First minute, and now pushing down. It gapped up, right? TSM, yeah, it did. So far, it's doing the opposite of a fallen angel. It's doing the rising devil. But that rising devil actually need a gap down, not a gap up. So get these lower highs and down. So Google, watch 181 on Google, guys. There will be liquidity there. I'm certain of it. And 180. 180 is a little further out. Those of you who caught it. NVIDIA did the same thing. Did it? No, NVIDIA's a mess. Can't use these levels today. Forget about it. Ooh, you're looking at a spread, huh, Raf? Yeah, TSM's got a spread. That makes sense. Something very high priced like this that's not normally in play. The spread will be tricky and messy and disastrous, like trading options, really. It's like when Netflix is in play, $1,000 stock or whatever it is, and the spread is terrible. You have to account for that. The way I account for that is to get high RVR or target a high RVR, like 5 to 1, 10 to 1. And it just, you can absorb the spread. You can afford to absorb the spread. The SPY is just, wow, nothing. The whole range got eaten up on the SPY in one candle, in one 1 minute candle. So it's nothing there. It's not worth trading. Look at that. The first minute candle just goes the whole range. This is not it. This is not a day for me. 50-cent range, man. All right, so there you go. Your scalp was done on Google. You would have nailed 2R if you were good at it. And then you'd be stopped out about 10 seconds ago. TSM, same story, similar story.
Well, Abby, take a look at Oracle.
Oracle, huh? All right. ORCL, what's going on with Oracle?
Crazy day yesterday, and now it looks like it wants to continue.
Very, very firm upward yesterday. Be careful today. The
Yeah.
way I would think of it is yesterday's high is there, and you'd want to catch a bounce off it. It hasn't bounced off it. Bounced off of some pre-market activity. When you had a big day like this, I would think about the break of the bounce off the high. Could still happen. You want to be careful because a big day yesterday, you don't expect a second big day. It's unusual. It's a bit risky. But wait for it to bounce. If it bounces off the previous day's high, that means there's buyers waiting there, and they're buying it, and they're the patient ones, and they're the ones you can flow with. Yeah, but yeah, it's you can see how right now it's messy. It doesn't look like it's in play. I mean, look at this, all pixelated, all this whole chart. Not enough volume. Probably a really bad spread. Doesn't look like it's in play. Unless you're swing trading it or something. Yeah, look at that. Yesterday's high, again, on the daily chart, had the cup. Doesn't do the handle yet. Weekly chart, nothing to look at. Google's interesting. Look at that. It did the 1 minute ORB and then retested that 182 zone where it broke out from, and now made a new low. So all looking bearish. Everything's looking down. It's just a little breakthrough 181, which so far it printed a new low, which is encouraging for the continued move down. Keep an eye on it. It has to eat up all that liquidity. It hasn't been pushed up yet. It can go. And the SPY also setting up a 5 minute ORB going up. See these lows getting higher. Decent flat top. 1 minute chart looks good to go. But again, I'm not touching it. It's not a 30-minute setup. There's nothing on a 30-minute chart. All right, since we're here and we have a bit of a long day, at least I have a bit of a long day on the microphone today, let's do this one early. Anyone know what the question is going to be before I ask it about Tesla? No, yes, no. No one? I can't hear anyone.
Why is it
Why it
rejecting
bounced
this level?
back?
Yeah, why did it bounce off of that level? You guys are so sharp. Why? You already know the question before I ask it. Why did it bounce off that level? Come on, let's hear it. Let's hear it. Come on.
I'm on energy levels.
Yay! Thank you, thank you, thank you. You made my day.
It's also pre-market low and a
PDC.
couple of days high.
Why you
Also-
gotta spoil my buzz, man? What the hell?
Why are you gonna pop Avi's bubble, man? Come on.
If it loses that,
Avi, put some respect on my name.
That's great, man. Yeah, free market low makes sense, yeah, right there.
Yeah, pre-market low, yesterday closed, everything.
It's all in one place. Brilliant. The levels that we make up are the same as everything else. Yes, yes. Google sitting there. Yeah, so it did find the buyer at 181 so far. But so far, still these lower highs. So things to pay attention to. There goes a SPY on that 5-minute ORB. If you guys like this, scalping it. I'm not going to touch this. I'm not touching anything. Oof. I really don't want to touch any of this stuff. My goodness. What was the other one we were looking at? TSM, right? Ooh. Here's that. Pull up and go. It's that. I was telling you guys yesterday, I was working on this. You have the descending wedge, and then you have the handle on the wedge. So this looks like it. It's not ideal. You had the bottom here. This was decently flat. You had these getting lower, and the pull up and go. So actually, it makes sense. This is a setup, yeah, that I've been working on. Start trading this on the SPY when I see it next time. That's it. TSM short. 1 minute chart. Yeah, there was the ORB that we saw earlier. It's continuing. What is it? 243 looks like there was something there. You know what? Just looking at the 1 minute chart in a very raw perspective, it's not too complicated. If you look at it, it had the breakout, right, in this fourth candle, and it put in a serious wick down the bottom, right? And if you put a line right there, that's, there's buyers there at the end of that candle. You can tell, okay, there's something going on down there. Sure enough, the breakout did happen, retested, it was struggling, and then the real retest happened, 243. Look at that. So, I mean, this is the stuff I like to see. If I have a big 30-minute picture and I got a level down there, and then I see this happening on a 1 minute chart, that's the fractal pattern. That's where I'll take it short. Something like this. Ideally up here as well. This is really where I would take it on the SPY. This looks all right. This looks pretty good. You've only had a consolidation, one leg down, and it's looking ripe for the second leg down. So the retest looks okay. You want it to print more bearish activity. But yeah, this is the stuff I like to look for. There you go. Google now again printed even lower than previously. So again, encouraging for the move down. Ooh, and the SPY went. Who caught that 5-minute ORB on the SPY I was telling you guys about? I told you to trade it. Don't tell me I didn't say anything, you guys.
Yeah, I'll be looking at a hood again today. Beautiful kind of ABCD pattern. Just broke out, took out the high of day. Now it's trying to push higher.
Which ticker? Sorry.
Hood.
Hood. Okay. Hood. You're all over this thing, huh?
It just gives beautiful price action.
Yeah, it looks good, man. Looks good. There you go. Google low, SPY up, man. These are all almost predictable. Hood, yeah. So you have that ORB, the top there, did the breakout, the retest with the hammer, room to the left. Yeah, very neat. Very neat setups. Good fun. So again, you scalpers are having a party today. Every day this summer. Did I tell you before the open? Guys, it's good for scalping, not for anything else. There you go. Still in Hood. Now, let's do this. We did this yesterday. We'll do it again today. On Hood, we have, this is the opening range, 1037, 1027, $1. So 1037, add $1. The top should be 1047. That's all. That's just about there now. That's your target. Just measured moves. Measure the range. When the breakout happens, that's as far as you can expect it to go. And then wait for the next breakout, next range. Just moving in $1 increments at the moment. There you go. Not too complicated, huh? Not too complicated at all. What am I working on here? Did you get that, Raymond? Get some profits on that hood?
I did.
Nice.
I caught it right at the break at 104.07.
104.7 is what I identify as a target.
Oh no, sorry, give me 1 second.
Probably lower down. 1037 is where you probably got. Anyways, pay attention. You got it. Focus on your trade. All right. Cool. So we got that. So Jits, you're looking at 105 liquidity, yeah? Makes sense, 105 liquidity, but it's got to pull back before it gets up to heavy liquidity, right? And look at that. We're able to identify the top here, 104.7, just on measured move, just on a very simple basis. You have a range. Once it breaks out of that range, how far will it go? Just the same distance as the range. Again, the same concept that I based the Avi levels on, just measured moves. Nothing unusual, nothing complicated, just really simple, and you can just rely on this stuff. There you go. Google did print those new lows. SPY, nice little range again. 5-minute ORB popping up. Yeah, there you go, Adrian. Google's decently healthy price action. You don't want it to just go aggressively in one direction. You want it to go, pull back, just ABCD patterns recurring or repeating. That's when it's really healthy. So let's see if it really, gets into that trend. On a 1 minute, you see that would be a really good trend. Ideally, you see it on a 5 minute, then it's just an all-day trend and you can hold on to it. I'm curious about the SPY. Let's see if this measured move thing would make sense on the SPY today. So the opening range we have down here and up here. Approximately there. What is that? How many dollars is that? Oh gosh, it's less than $1. 60 cents? Call it 60 cents. What should the target be? 625. Oh my God, 40? Is that right? No. Oh no, 625, 60. Yes. Oh, that makes sense. Look at that. Yeah, on the measured move perspective on the SPY would have made sense. I think I got it right, if my math is correct. Isn't that perfect? That's your target right there. So if you catch the breakout, that's your target. And the setup was good, ascending wedge. Look at that, these higher lows. And the last one was a little pullback before the pop-up. You want that one to be a little lower, and this one was actually perfect. This is the setup I'm building out on the 30-minute chart. Catch something like this is going to be huge. So these 50, 60 cent ranges, I don't want to trade them. But when the SPY is like a $2 or $3 range, then it's fun. Then you get those 10-hour trades. It's hard to nail 10-hour on stuff like this. But there you go. Measured moves, not complicated. And hood, yeah, pull back. And guess where hood bounced off of? 104, which is approximately the high of that first breakout, which was also a key level yesterday. We know that. We saw that yesterday. 104, yeah, at the open, around about 104. You see, that's where we were talking about it. Struggled. Pull back and go. Yeah, fun. Cool. What happened with TSM? Let's keep an eye on that. So that 1 minute ORB happened. And it's been rejecting 243 but it's really been putting in these higher lows. It's really and now it's testing again. So this is not encouraging for a push down anymore. 5 minutes ago it looked like it could go, but now no. It's failed to make a new low, and it's instead actually making higher lows. So be careful with this one. Let's see if this would have made sense on TSM. So again, the opening range concept with the measured move concept. Let's see what happens. Man, my math is terrible. I've been out of school for so long. Shit. You have a high and a low. What's the call it 90 cents? No, wait, shit. Hey, who can calculate this? What's the distance here? Where should the target be? Come on, somebody. I don't want to do all the brain work. I'm gonna get a calculator out for simple math. So let's call it $3. It's about $3. $244.77. Put it $3 down. You get what, $241.70-ish, right about there. Oh, look at that. Pretty much right on target, right? Well, it should be 10 cents lower. It should be 240.60. That's a little more. There you go. Look at that. Measured moves, huh? Now you guys believing in measured moves or no? Anyone else left here who needs to be converted? Not yet. You're all just shocked. Oh my God, it's so accurate. Okay, SPY again broke out. Look at that. So very good Wyckoff stuff on the SPY. You have a range, breakout, one leg, and consolidation. Gone for the second leg. Where's the next target? Again, same measured move idea. Look at that. The measured move actually aligned with the pre-market stuff. Where's the next target? Man, I'm seriously losing my mind with this math stuff. Okay, somebody tell me where the target is. I've really lost my head. I've forgotten all the math. Oh, man. Okay, so SPY, TSM, Hood. What do we got? So you're looking at Oracle. Oh, yes, it did work out. It was messy, and then it worked. It didn't bounce off that previous day's high that we were looking at. And it did a breakout, looks like, through the pre-market high. Let's see what that looked like on the charts. Yeah, there it is. Rejected pre-market high, then breakout, retest, boom. Very good. Nice. Who caught that one? That's another good one. You scalpers are having such a party. Oh my gosh. I've already seen like 5 tickers that have moved beautifully for scalping, including the SPY. Fantastic. Watch Hood getting ready for that breakout there as well. It'll pop up to 105, catch that liquidity.
There it is.
Yeah, there's the pop. And let's see now. Whoa, not able to hold yet. Cool, huh? Not too bad. So you can actually just scalp by sitting out the first 3-4 minutes, identify the opening range, make sure it's really well identified, easy to see. If you can't see it, don't identify, just let it go. And then catch it. You had that on Oracle, you had that on SPY, on Hood, Google, TSM, and then you could just go with a measured move. You know where your target is, so you don't have to freak out about taking partials. This is not complicated stuff. It's an easier way to scalp. But even when you do this, I'm telling you, even when you're good at it, you still get about 2R, at least in my experience. Which, well, after a while you get fed up with that and you want more. But you need to grow. What's up with Oracle at 247? New high again printed there in Oracle. Hood,
Oh, oh, beautiful.
there it is. It was looking good for breakout, and it has happened. Very good. Somebody tell me where the target is on the SPY, please. I've already showed you how to calculate this. Come on. Guys, 60 people in the room and no one knows how to do math. Especially me, I have no clue. Darius, you got it. 626.40. All right, let's put it up there. 626.40. So that's our measured move target off of the opening range. All right. Second leg up. Again, perfect structure-wise. This is the stuff that's written in the Wyckoff books. You have a range. You have a breakout. You get one leg, and it consolidates at that distance. That's the distance of the range measured move. And then you have a second leg, which goes as far as the same distance, and that's it. Don't count on a third one, basically. That's the 80-20 of all the Wyckoff stuff. You guys can spend 2 months reading the books. I told you in 10 seconds what's in it. 80-20. I'm telling you, it's not too much. Makes life simple.
Avi, can you check Circle? Yesterday it was up 20%. Now I think it's ORB happened.
Circle. This one, right? CRCL?
Yeah.
All right. So just on this perspective real quick, it looks like it hasn't moved overnight. It's gapped down a bit. So be careful with it. Going ORB stuff. Yes, it went down. You have the opening range. Looks like that. Looks like the breakout just happened. Yeah, it's happening. But you're going into some troublesome zones. I'd be careful because this is where it came from. Again, yesterday's activity. You're going into the upper half of yesterday's activity. Just be careful with that. You know, there's sellers up in this area between 230 and 240. This $10 zone. Good place to scalp because you'll probably get a lot of momentum, between these buyers and sellers. So, but yeah, looks okay. Again, if you like to scalp it, I think it's okay.
Got a good reversal there. I caught NVIDIA going up.
NVIDIA moving up. I didn't even look at it. Where is it? Oh yeah, there it is. Broke pre-market as well now. Look at that. Man, there's a lot of momentum today so far. Yeah, same idea on NVIDIA. We have a gap up. So it did do the fallen angel. Very good. It wasn't looking good at first, and then it reclaimed its opening price and go. So the fallen angel, guys, again, it has to have a good solid gap up. And then at the open, you want it to drop. And when it reclaims its opening price, or basically its opening high, that breakout, see that? The high, boom, that's the one.
Yeah.
Whoa. Shit, man. Yeah.
That was awesome. That actually woke me up, man. I jumped out of my seat.
Hi, guys. Wow. That was pretty ferocious, that one. Cool. So NVIDIA. Who wants to identify a target on NVIDIA? I'll put the levels here. You guys tell me what the target is. Let's see if that works. Adrian, without emotions. Trading without emotions. If that's how you behave when you get into a trade, oh boy. All right, who's got an idea for a target on NVIDIA? And even
Around 173.60 something.
Okay, let's put 173.60. I always go a little conservative with it. So just before that, you take some off. Let's see. That would be your target. That's it. That's the distance. SPY still hasn't made it to the one that we identified, pulling back so far. Cool. So you can do all this stuff without looking at the level 2 or any of that complicated stuff. If you want to keep it simple, you can. This one's easy enough. You know what? Because Circle has simple round numbers, I can actually calculate it. So this looks like it's $6. What's 226 plus 6? Yeah.
32.
Yes, thank you. Wow, I almost got that wrong. Oops. 32, 232. All right, so that's where you would identify. But Circle, I'd be super careful. It just seems like it's in a choppy zone. 232 on its own. Yeah, looks like it was already yesterday's activity. You can see area of interest overnight. You can see these measured moves. They're so accurate once you know how to use them properly. And they're not, again, they're just not complicated. They're just not. That's why I like them. I put the Avinacci levels based on them. We have NVIDIA. There you go. Getting up there. Circle. Yeah, Circle. Let's put the SPY back on this chart so we can observe it. So breakout, retest potentially. Go up. And let's look at some of the others. Google was healthy earlier. It's getting messy now. TSM. Yeah. Look at that breakout, retest, but it's already done the move. It already went the distance. Retest on TSM, huh? All right, if you're holding TSM, short, right? You shorted earlier. Be careful up here. It doesn't look like it's selling off from here. Looks like it wants to break through. You're long now. Yeah, good, good. This looks like a long, at least this localized price action right here. You can see from earlier, it made higher lows. Now it pushed up to basically the next level, and it's making this very good looking ABCD pattern, right? Down to up, consolidation, pushing upward. Looks solid to go. There it is. There's a breakout. Let's see if it holds 245, and then again, you're going up through the next level, 248-ish. David Frank, what am I doing here? Really? Don't need to do that. Yeah, Tesla is another big mess again, guys. Please don't look at it or don't trade it. Again, you know what a mess looks like, right? It's got teeth on both sides. You got candles overlapping each other. Just don't waste your time. It's got a hot mic again. Is that you again, Raymond? Sujit, damn it.
Nope, that's not me this time, I promise.
Got you. Watch your microphone. Could put an announcement out there. Someone's wife needs attention. Alexander.
Hey, that was my wife. That's why I had to respond the way I did.
That's how you talk to your wife. That's hilarious. Yeah, when I don't want to be disturbed, man. Oh shit! If you disturb me, that's it. I get very ferocious too. Like, really, you gotta. Once you get your focus, once you're in the zone, you just cannot be distracted. Because you get out of the zone, it's hard to get back in. Really
All right, Avi, what should my target be for Hood? I'm still in it. I took out about half of it at 2R.
Well, I would just suggest the measured move we've been doing right off this well-defined opening range. Just go with the next level up. So you have $1 from 104.70, so 105.70. And, a few cents before I usually like to take it off. If you talk to Lovepreet, he'll tell you it'll overshoot, so, by the way.
Okay.
But again, this has already been quite a move. So look, you have the opening range, you have one leg, you've had a pullback, and okay, so this is the second leg right now. So 105.70, 105.60 issues start taking it off. And that's just on the measured move basis.
Okay. Yeah, so now I can kind of look back at, my entry. I did get a little bit late on the entry. It should have been the first bullish hammer, but I did get it right at the breakout of that D part of the ABCD pattern. So which was actually around the high of day, around 104.07.
Okay, right here. Yeah. Cool. It's tricky though. It made, I always say don't go for the third leg. This is kind of like 2.5 almost. But you're in it, you're holding it. Things are going to be slower now than 30 minutes ago, of course. But it's all right. You're in a good position. So go on with it. There you go, guys. NVIDIA hit the target right there. SPY is pushing itself up towards that target. And good times. Just identify your entries. That's really important. Have the criteria really well set, because that is also where you make a lot of money. Or lose a lot. It's based on the quality of your entry. A lot of it is. So there we go. Who got NVIDIA? Look at that breakout. Who mentioned it? Someone mentioned it earlier. Caught this thing going up.
Yeah, I did. I just got out.
Dean.
Did I get out too soon?
No Avinacci stuff today, man. We're just doing simple measured moves off of opening ranges. Really nothing more than that. Because the Avinacci stuff is just kind of irrelevant. It's become so tight during the summer. I mean, last few days and today as well. And today it makes no sense. So as long as you have the patience to sit out 5 minutes or 10 minutes, you can identify a very simple opening range. just using a 1 minute chart, really, like we did here on NVIDIA, on Hood, on the SPY. I think we did TSM and Google as well. Yeah, TSM, pretty obvious one. And you can see it's respecting it pretty well. And Google, yeah, oh, we didn't do the range, but let's look at the range on Google. So it would be, there we go. So that would be the range right there. Let's see, where's the target? 183.14, 182.6, just about $1. So 181.10, let's call it, approximately. Yeah, right about there. So if you caught that short as off the breakout, you're straight into it right there. Cool. I find trading like this, I find scalping like this a lot simpler than scalping the way that most people do with all those 20 different indicators and colors and whatever. You know.
Wait, Avi, explain that one more time. Can you explain that one more time, please? What, when you first said the range, is that your green lines?
Yeah, let's use NVIDIA as an example. It's a simple one. You have the opening range. You're just waiting. So you're sitting out, call it 5 minutes. And you identify the first candle you see it made a range, second candle, third candle. And then down here, you can see it went back up into that range. So the top of the range is well defined.
Oh, I see.
There. The bottom, you can define it here after about 7 or 8 minutes of the open. And so you know that this is the opening range where it's going to sit during the open.
Okay.
And then the breakout. And you catch it. And the target is nothing more than the same distance of that opening range that you identified.
Yeah. Okay, I got it. Cool. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, simple enough. Where was I? Oh, there. Right. Cool. What else? What else is in here? Rachit, are you in here? You're the 50K man. Well done, man. Congrats yesterday. Freaking awesome.
Yeah, I'm here. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Awesome, man. Really good. Congrats to you and the success. You've put in all the hard work. Been working with you for a while. What is it? 8 months, 6 months, 8 months, something.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And then you even stopped trading for a while. You moved. You just completed a move, and then you back into trading. And man, some good stuff, man. Good performance. I mean, seriously, that is performance stuff. Well done. Keep it
I
up.
think you need to maintain it. I think that's what's important, right?
Yep.
So I'm really looking forward to your webinar today.
Yeah, that's it. It's actually quite relevant for where you're at.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. No, good. Yeah, that's the thing. Maintain it, and you will have your ups and downs, and you'll get scared at times. You'll have performance anxiety. That's the next thing that comes after performing. So all these sorts of things. There's always the challenges. So the good thing is you're aware of it. You know what you're getting into, and you just keep your attitude going, and that's good because it's going to take you really far. So congrats again.
Yeah.
Are you doing peak capital now, or did you already complete it?
I completed last year.
Oh, okay. Very cool.
Yeah. No, thanks, Avi, for everything. And you know, so
No worries, man.
I'm in good hands, so yeah.
Yeah, you got it, man. You're doing good stuff. You're doing great stuff. Now you owe us a webinar.
Yeah, for sure. I'll make it happen.
Love it. Good, man. Good.
Just us here, though. You have to do the trial run with us before you graduate to the big stage, right, Avi?
There you go. Well, here's the fun part. This is actually turning into the big stage. Well, more people want to be in here than other places because the stuff we're doing here is really performance stuff. I mean, oh my gosh, something else. So if you're already in here, you're in the right place. I'm telling you, I enjoy being in here more than any other place. There you go. NVIDIA near perfect with the measured moves. Google as well on that one. What happened with Hood? Did it go? Yeah, almost there. That's you, Ramon. That's your baby. Boom. Hit the target. Take it off.
And I'm out of the position. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Good stuff. Very, very good.
You know what's crazy? Last week I had basically like all the red week, and then yesterday when I had like 2 back-to-back wins, I came in with like that, like you just mentioned, that performance anxiety. I'm like, fuck, can I have another like red day back to, oh, sorry, green day back to back? It's weird.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Performance anxiety is purely a human nature thing. It's absolutely irrelevant when it comes to the business of day trading. It has nothing to do with day trading. It has everything to do with the human being. Because the truth about day trading is that it is a probabilities business, which means you're going to win some, you're going to lose some. And you have to accept both. And you'll have sometimes a lot of winners in a row, sometimes a lot of losers in a row. And you don't know when is going to happen. You don't know what's going to happen next. And so just understanding that business of probabilities, you'll realize that there's no place for performance anxiety. So what if you had 2 winners? The next 3 could be losers. The next 3 months could be all losing. Or the next 6 months could be all winning. You have no idea. So you got to remind yourself of that. That's what I try to do to myself. Like, just remind myself, it is a probabilities business. No matter if I won the last 5 trades or the last 5 months, it doesn't matter. Because I don't know what the next trade is going to do. And I don't control what the next trade is going to do. I control whether I put on the risk and then when I take the risk off, as in stop out or profit. That's all I can control. Everything else is not in my hands, and there's no point getting fussed about performance anxiety. It matters when you're doing sports and then you perform, especially in a single person sport like golf or something. But so you see, you really gotta think of it in that way and keep reminding yourself of that. It's important to build that instinct of just reminding yourself to detach. Again, that's the Zen trading stuff. All from the Zen trading mindset. So try and think of those things.
Did anybody catch Microsoft?
Microsoft. Let's look at that. Been a while. So what do we have? This thing has been a great big mess, it looks like, since yesterday. Yeah, and a breakout of 507 and then through 508. Anyways, let's look at the 1 minute since we're doing this measured move stuff today. So the high would be there, that third candle of the day. The low is down there. And I'm done doing math for the day. You guys got to tell me where the target should be based on this philosophy. Is that correct?
We can use the Fibonacci tool. That will be much easier. Right?
Yes.
We use it for the 8 a.m. candle.
Yeah, perfect. Thanks. I used to use that. Thanks for the reminder. Love it. You make my life so easy. What would I do without you, love, Preeta? There you go, Fibonacci. Perfect. Hit the target. Love it. Yeah. Brilliant. You get that, Dean? You got the target? There you go.
Yeah. Math for dummies. I got it. That's exactly what I needed.
That's perfect. I used to use this for this purpose, and I just put it on the Avi8ors stuff. But yeah, it's perfect. There you go. Measured move, Microsoft. All you scalpers, we're loving this today. Loving it. So once again, if you missed that initial troublesome zone, that's a good thing. You just wait for the high of daybreak. If you're catching the breakout, and off you go. I don't like it. I wouldn't trade this stuff, this kind of action, but it worked.
This hurts. I was in coin and I didn't like my entry build on it, and now I'm looking at it. I'm like, it was still like a 7-8 hour trade.
Ooh, yikes! Look at that.
I had an entry at a right around 400, and it was.
You got the breakout entry.
Yeah, right there.
And the retest.
Yeah, man. I bailed on it. It jumps right away. And I was like, I don't have an entry. I bailed on it.
When it jumps right away, you want to. Well, you can hit the 10% partial button or 5%. At least de-risk some of it.
Yeah.
That's what I do with the SPY. And then you got still got a good position on.
Yeah.
It's all right. That happens.
2 trades, I had a meta shot and it squeezed me out, and now it's dropped to my target.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You're getting spooked out a lot lately, huh?
Today, I
Mm.
guess weak mind. I guess it's not just. I should have re-entered meta at least.
Yeah. It had a good breakout and a re-entry or a retest.
Yeah, I was up on top over 704, 704.50. That right there.
You shorted up here?
Yeah, I showed it the candle after the previous red, the one with the long wick on this side. Yeah, there.
No. Okay.
Yeah, and it wicked me out on that pullback, and
yeah, that's where the re-entry counts. This is
Yeah.
the time to enter quick.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Oh well. Yep, you learn these lessons. All good. Yeah, Gaten, go ahead.
Hi, Avi. I wanted to ask you something in regards to the levels, because today they are so tight that it's not really possible to get any risk versus reward in them, and that you now changed or adjusted to the opening range. Does that mean when you have your statistics from backtesting on the 8 a.m. levels, does it mean you need to backtest it again because you adjusted your levels, or is it interchangeable?
I recommend backtesting every strategy you use. So if you're using different levels, make sure you backtest it. You're able to perceive it. For me, this is just an old style of trading. I used to trade like this in 2024, 2023, using these kinds of things. I'm not trading it. I'm not trading this stuff now. I could have used it on the SPY today, it would have worked, but I'm not trading it because nowadays I only trade the Avinacci stuff, none of the ORB stuff. But again, if you're interested in it, definitely backtest it and see if you are able to do it. I can tell you I did it, so I know I was able to do it. But it's your performance. You got to execute upon it, right? So backtest it yourself. That's important.
And as a beginner, is it worth to invest the time to test it because the strategy on the 8 a.m. levels is working? Is it then just a matter of having patience when the summer maybe ends and it works again and the levels, the windows are big enough? Or do you say you can adjust as a beginner, or is it better to just stay with what you know and one thing?
What makes you think you're a beginner? You've been here 2 years.
Yeah.
You're not. All right. That's the first thing. That's the first thing you got to get in your head.
Yeah.
And the next thing is, just because your strategy right now is not providing opportunities doesn't mean you have to switch strategies. I don't suggest switching.
Okay.
That's actually a symptom of a weak mindset. I'm not switching. I see all these things happening every day. I'm talking with you guys about this. I'm not trading any of it. I won't. It's not my strategy right now. Not these days.
Okay.
So I suggest just stick to it and wait for your opportunity.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Sure. And there you go, guys. Coin did that ORB again. You can see the whole thing. That's the opening range. There's a breakout, a retest, hit the target, broke out, hit the next target, went right through it actually, and almost at the next one. Super strong. So these are areas where, you can see places to take profits, places to enter as the breakout. Trading doesn't have to be that complicated. I had a strategy. It wasn't even that long ago where I think my rule was 3 minutes. I would sit out for 3 minutes and then identify the opening range and then just do this measured move stuff. I think it was 3 minutes, if I remember correctly. And 3 minutes was a minimum. Doesn't mean on the 4th minute I identified. If I can't identify anything, okay, just sit and wait. Point is, don't trade before 3 minutes, and then wait further if you don't trade, if you don't see anything. What happened with NVIDIA? Did it got stuck over there? What else were we looking at? TSM and how far it could go. Yeah, it's still rocking. Yeah, let's get these levels on an easier perspective. There we go. 106.60. Next level up. Cool. Having some fun today, huh? And the SPY is it's a no-go. Still struggling to go anywhere. Oh. All right. Cool. So, guys, about 10 minutes to go. Let me know what else is on your minds. What do you want to discuss? I'm going to try and keep quiet as much as possible. I still got 3 hours on the microphone after this. So, but Ask what you want. We're here. Oh, I'm missing out on the chat. What's going on here? Alexander, you're saying...
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm just reading the chat here. Go ahead. What you got?
I was thinking about going long on Google at that previous day low, which is about 182, but I'm torn on how far back I should look as it's kind of going up. It's if you look back, it's going into a whole lot of mess, right?
Yes, it is. So you're looking at previous day's low. All right. What's interesting is it already made this move, right? Where it's at right now. It already went up and came down. It's kind of unusual for it to do it again quickly. It might do it in a choppy way. And if you want to hold through that, sure enough, you can. Yeah, since it's already done there, it won't have really room to the left, put it that way. It just did it now, just so far this open. I'd be careful with it. On a 30-minute perspective, I don't see a setup anyway.
Okay.
On a 1 minute, yeah, it's messy. So it did the opening range, came down. See, this is the opening range. And typically, I don't like to go inside the opening range because that's where it's all settlements and it's a great big mess. And you know how the first minute is. It's all a disaster. So I'd just be careful. Just wait for it to break out the top. Maybe there you might find something easier to get into.
Copy that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right, what are we talking here? On the chat, Scott, you're saying Andrew gave props to Ratchet and mentioned me as well. All right, cool, man. Yeah, man. Hey, it's Ratchet's performance, so it's all his credit, all to him. It's good stuff. Alexander, you're saying you notice you're much calmer when you trade here in this room, much less likely to overtrade. Good, good, good. Well, I'm glad the environment's working for you. Anyone else in your field that way? Because that's a very good thing to achieve. Anyone else?
Yeah, for me, it's like it just feels a lot more mellow and not so hectic. You know what I mean? Controlled.
Good, good, good. Well, great, great. If that's what's helping, then that's perfect. Thanks for the feedback, guys. And it's not just me in this room, of course. There's a whole lot of us in here, so it's all of us that creates the environment. So let's keep it going. We got something good going. Let's keep it going.
I feel it's more focused, Avi. You know, I mean, to me, BBT, I like them, but it's just too scattered. Here,
Gotcha.
focus is so supportive. Everybody here is so supportive of each other.
Cool. Yeah. Thank you, Joseph. Thanks. And yeah, so thanks everyone. Everyone here is supportive. I agree with you 100%. I agree. It's great. We got a good group here and it deserves to be protected. And yeah, keep up the momentum. It's good to have you here, Joseph.
And everybody just share, you know, there's no like holding on to what they know. That's a great thing.
Yeah. Growing as a group, as a community. Fantastic. Good stuff. Thanks. Thanks, guys. What else is in the chat here? Raf, your TSM testing your patience. Still long? Still long TSM? Where did it go? What did it do? Oh, yeah. Over here, it was thinking to go long. It didn't go. But anyways, higher lows. Tricky getting into the opening range, but okay. Good job holding through all this. Wow. Doing it. Adrian, you're talking Google. Yeah, Google did recover. Adrian saying you feel the same. Valium in trading. I'm your Valium. Oh gosh. Don't give me nicknames now. I got enough nicknames. I'm not even going to tell you guys what they are. What do you got, Farzan? You're saying here's calm, focused. Every time we want to get away from strategy, someone reminds us, stick to your strategy. Yep. Yeah, there you go. Very good, Farzan. Good to have you too. I know you struggled as well about a year ago, and you're still here, so that's good, man. Stick through it. Stick through it.
All right, Avi, what's your nickname for the motorcycle club?
Oh, don't even start. No. Oh, no. Let's leave that outside. This is
There
work.
you got one. Come on, man.
We'll get there eventually. We'll get there. It's not Friday yet. Oh man, yeah. Vinay's got the same thing in here. You feel less triggered to trade in here. Good, good. Sumit, you're saying you feel at home in here. Good. Other day you went to BBT and you felt like a T20 match. Yeah, I know the feeling. I prefer Test cricket myself as well. All day long, I could be in the middle of it. But yeah, this is what it is. Good. I'm glad this is working for you guys. And it's not just you guys; it's me too. So all of it's working for all of us. I'm enjoying being here too. So all good. NVIDIA, Sujit, you're saying NVIDIA? What's going on with NVIDIA? Just a couple minutes left here, guys. Well, liquidity at 175. Yeah, further up. Yep. Well, let it break through the high here, and then you can consider that. For now, that's all irrelevant on the book, on the level 2 end book map. Maybach hog rider. We're all hog riders. Well, most of the guys in the club. Vinay asking, how did I decide on measured levels? Well, I lost a lot of money doing other shit in the markets in the first couple of years. Going long, just it's breaking through VWAP, it's going up, so go long above VWAP. Oh my god, try that. Tell me how many times you stop out. I did that a lot. So strategies like that, I've done them all. Well, not all, but plenty. The first time I came across measured moves was actually before I even started day trading, a few years before, in the Japanese candlesticks book, the one I always tell you guys about. There's a small little paragraph in there saying this is what a measured move is. I'm like, oh, that's it? That's all you need to know? Like, yep. And so that was so simple, so easy. It just stuck with me. And over the years of going and trying all these different things, I came right back into this measured move thing, and the Avi stuff is based on it. And even when that doesn't have a place, like in today's action, measured move still works. You just have to know where to measure it from. That's the only kind of tricky part, where you have to develop that skill. The rest is not too complicated. So that's my history with measured moves. Scott, you need my book? Oh no. My book will be just a bunch of stories from vacations and travels. We went to Vancouver, we went to Colombia, went to San Francisco, we're going to Thailand probably in November, we're going to Europe next month. It'll just be a bunch of stories. Oh man. Thailand. Oh yeah, Amanda, you're there, right? You're in the area, Singapore. Yes. And Joseph, you're in Australia, is it? If I remember correctly.
Me?
Yes.
I'm in Dallas, Texas.
Oh, you're in Texas. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm in Texas.
Okay.
Come
Sorry.
see us.
Yeah, man. Next trip to the US should be Texas, most likely. There's so many people in Texas from this
Come
group.
see us, and then come see me, and then we go up to Dustin for some barbecue.
Oh yes, I want barbecue. I look at his pictures every day. I'm like, oh man, I gotta get some of that. We should do that. We should do it. Cool, man. Yeah. All right. Good. So yeah, we got some people in that corner of the world. We have Amanda in Singapore. We have in Macau. I think Evelyn's in Macau. I don't know. There's a few people in the area, and even Australia. So Thailand's convenient in that sense. He also the barbecue. Yeah. So let's see. Thailand. Andrew's trying to work it out for November. And I'm not going to participate in planning because I don't know how to do that. But let's see what happens. It'll be fun.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Go ahead. Where are you? Lost somewhere?
Yeah. No, I just want to share with you. Your voice has. Can you see the video?
Yeah.
Your live stream has made all the way to Alaska in a cruise, all the way to. So you are famous, buddy. You're all over the place.
Oh my God! Don't broadcast that on the ship's PA system. Wow, beautiful, man. Good for you. You're out there amongst the icebergs and stuff.
Well, I just want to let you know your reach is expanding. All over the place.
Thank you very much.
And look at my degeneracy, right? We're all degenerates. I'm in my setup and my trading and all.
You're really trading up on the ship. Oh my God. Good for you, man. Shit, you're really committed. Good work. Thank you. Thanks for showing us that. That's cool. Freaking cool, man. All the way in Alaska. Very good.
You know what, Avi? I just had a thought about this group.
Mm-hmm.
It started with you. you have this calm demeanor about trading, and I think that's that common effect every day when we come to this group, you know. And for me particularly, it helped me to just, you know, look at the chart and just be patient, you know, put your entry in based on your strategy and be patient, you know, don't get out too quickly. Like right now, I'm just sitting here waiting, you know, patiently. So start with you. You know, you bring that calm, you know, to this group here.
Cool. Thank you, Joseph. Much appreciated. I'm glad it helps. I'm glad whatever's in me, calm, excited. I'm glad the calming influence is coming out and helping everybody. Thank you for the feedback. Much appreciated again, Joseph. Again, it's good to have you here, man. Really it is. So, good stuff. Thanks, guys. Thanks all you guys for coming out here, really, and showing up every day and putting in the time, the effort, the energy. And we're all feeding off each other, really. So it's great. It's very good. That's why I'm not aggressive about expanding it. Let it be organic the way it is. People who belong here will find their way in here, and that's a good thing. And that way we get to protect it as well, maintain what we've got. So. Cool. All right, last little minute here, guys. I'm just catching up here on the chat again. Raf, you're saying Thailand not convenient. Raf, you got to talk to Andrew. He's working it out. I'm not planning anything. What else we got? Wizard Retreat, Ara. All right, we'll fly out together from Dubai. We'll get to Thailand. It's only about 8 hours for us. 6 hours. No big deal. Have some fun out there. Raf, what are you talking about? You've been a scalper and now you will continue to do so. You want to get to the point where you can hold for 3 hours. Raf, the only way I know how to hold for 3 hours is to not hold on to it. As in not hold it tight in your hands. Just let it go. Go make some coffee. You know, leave your orders in place. That's kind of how I developed that when I was not doing options, or when I was doing different kinds of options. I was able to just let it go. With the SPY, I can't just leave it. I gotta watch it. But yeah. Oh my God, Mark, you don't come to Thailand. You're after the lady boys. No.
Oh, I can see him going wild, man.
He's getting excited again. Oh no. It's a different kind of party. Different kind of trip. Oh my goodness. You guys are great. All right, guys, 10:30 here, a little break, and I'll open up the webinar room shortly in BBT. I'll be in there for a little bit from 11 onwards. And then the webinar in Trading Terminal at noon. That's going to be the main event today. It'll be a lot of fun. So make sure you guys keep an open schedule. It's going to be a lot of fun. Thanks again for the session today, guys. Always a blast. Thanks for the feedback. Let's keep it up. Let's keep what we got going on. And I'll talk to y'all soon. Be sure to show up. See you guys.